There is a moment, brief, violent, absolute, when a hunt succeeds. The spear finds its mark, the animal falls, and for one fraction of a second, something ancient and electric moves through the body of the hunter. Not pride, not triumph, something older than both. The body recognizing that it has done what it was built to do. 1 million years ago, that moment happened here, on this hillside, in this grass. And everything that followed, every city, every language, every idea humanity has ever had, traces its origin back to what two Homo erectus individuals did next. Homo erectus carried a brain approximately 900 cubic centimeters in volume, compared to the modern human average of 1,350. But size alone does not tell the full story. What mattered was the architecture, the expanding prefrontal cortex, the deepening capacity for planning, for anticipating consequences, for holding a future moment in the mind and working backward toward it. To hunt a wild boar successfully, you must think like the animal before you become its predator. You must predict its movement, account for wind direction, position your partner without speaking, and time a strike within a window of less than 2 seconds. This is not instinct. This is cognition. 1 million years ago, our ancestors were learning to think. The wild boar, Sus scrofa, is built for survival. Its hide is thick enough to deflect glancing blows. Its tusks, elongated canine teeth that curve upward from the lower jaw, can reach 25 centimeters in length and are capable of opening an artery in a single upward stroke. When threatened, a boar does not flee. It charges. For a primitive hunter, armed with a fire-hardened wooden spear, the margin between a successful kill and a fatal injury was measured in centimeters and fractions of a second. Paleontological records across Africa show healed fractures on Homo erectus skeletal remains consistent with large animal impacts. These individuals survived their injuries. They returned to hunt again. The scars were the education. What happens after the kill is as important as the kill itself. A 200-kilogram carcass does not move itself. Carrying it requires technology, even primitive technology, and the ingenuity to apply that technology under time pressure with competitors already gathering. The carrying pole is among the oldest load-bearing tools in human history. By lashing a carcass along its spine to a rigid pole, two individuals can transport a weight that neither could manage alone. The physics are simple. The insight required to discover them, under stress, without language, without precedent, was not. Overhead, vultures circle. On the ground, the grass moves in ways the wind alone cannot explain. The clock is running. The relationship between Homo erectus and fire is one of the defining stories of human evolution. Evidence of controlled fire use at Homo erectus sites dates to approximately 1 million years ago. At Wonderwerk Cave in South Africa, researchers have found burnt bone and plant ash consistent with deliberate fire-making at precisely this period. Fire provided warmth, protection, and cooked food. But its most immediate value on the open savanna was simpler. It kept the leopards back. Panthera pardus has coexisted with human ancestors for over 2 million years. In that time, it has learned one thing about fire that no amount of hunger can override. It hurts. The association between flame and pain is not cultural. It is neurological. Burned into the predator's nervous system across millions of encounters. A torch held steady in a dark savanna night is not a weapon. It is a language. and every leopard on the continent speaks it fluently. Hyenas present a different problem entirely. Where the leopard is a solitary ambush predator that can be discouraged, the spotted hyena, Crocodile, operates in clans of up to 80 individuals. Its intelligence rivals that of primates. Studies have shown hyenas capable of solving problems that defeat chimpanzees. They communicate through a complex system of calls, postures, and scent marking that coordinates group behavior across large distances. They are, in a very real sense, as socially sophisticated as the Homo erectus groups they competed with. Two species of comparable social intelligence fighting over the same resource in the same landscape. The outcome was never guaranteed. What gave Homo erectus the edge, when it had one, was fire, and the willingness to stand ground when every other instinct screamed retreat. The river is 200 meters from the cave. In ecological terms, a water source in the African dry season is one of the most dangerous locations a living organism can occupy. Every creature that needs water is drawn to the same points. Every predator knows this. The riverbank is not neutral ground. It is a feeding zone for the things that feed on the things that come to drink. The Nile crocodile, Crocodilus niloticus, has not changed significantly in 200 million years. This is not a coincidence. It is a testament. The crocodile's body plan, its hunting strategy, its patience, all of it represents a solution so complete that evolution found nothing worth improving. A 5-meter Nile crocodile can explode from the water and cover 4 meters of open bank in under 1 second. At 700 kilograms, it hits with the force of a small vehicle. The only correct response is to never be there when it arrives. Back in the cave, meat smokes over the fire. Cooking is not a luxury. Cooking is technology. Perhaps the most important technology our species has ever developed. Heat denatures proteins, making them more digestible. It kills parasites and pathogens. It increases the caloric yield of food dramatically, allowing a smaller quantity of meat to sustain a larger brain. Anthropologist Richard Wrangham has argued that cooking was not simply a consequence of human intelligence, it was a cause of it. The shift to cooked food freed energy that the digestive system had previously consumed, redirecting it toward brain growth. Every meal cooked over that fire was an investment in the next generation's capacity to think. The shadows at the cave entrance do not belong to the fire. Two leopards stand at the threshold, between the bright Savanna afternoon and the firelit dark of the cave. They have followed the smell of cooked meat, the trail of blood, the accumulated evidence of a successful hunt, across 2 kilometers of open savanna. They are not here by accident. In their world, this cave contains everything worth having: meat, shelter, water stored in hide containers, and 2 relatively small, relatively slow, relatively fragile bipeds standing between them and all of it. The male enters first. The female follows. Both exits are blocked. 1 million years of predator-prey relationship compressed into this single geometry: fire, spear, and the absolute refusal to become what you have always, on some level, been designed to be: prey.